Hello, this is Jeanette, and this is a self-care session for if you have just 15 minutes. So we're going to start lying on the floor on your back with your legs bent. Put your right foot on your left knee and then bring your legs towards you. You can have one hand each on the outsides of your thigh, or hold your thigh with both hands. Now we're going to stay like this for 5 minutes, and I literally use a timer for this. That way you don't need to be watching the clock or thinking about the time until the timer goes off. So first, let's connect with our breathing. Take a deep breath in to your rib cage and abdomen. And then do a little survey of what you're feeling. Most likely, you feel the outside of the right hip stretching. Keep that stretch in such a way that you're not taking it to its maximum and then trying to push past it. Just go to the end of the movement and be patient and curious. Let the outside of your hip soften. Then let's focus on the spine. Let's have the spine lengthen as much as possible. At the neck, you can tilt your chin down towards your sternum or breastbone. And when you do that, feel the lengthening in the neck and feel it go down the rest of your spine. Feel that beautiful long chain of bones going from under your head all the way through your torso, into the pelvis, all the way to the tailbone. And your tailbone is between your two hips. Your hips are two large joints of the top of the thigh bone into the pelvis. Big ball and socket. Feel for them and then feel between them. That's where your pelvis is. And your tailbone is in the back there between the hips. Feel the lengthening of the spine from the head to the tailbone. Let your back make contact with the floor. Relax into the floor and feel what happens at your hips. The sensation around the back of your right hip might be increasing. That's good. Encourage your body that, well, I'm lying down in a safe position. I'm doing something that my body is able to do. And I would like it to Soften a little more here and there, open a little more, and find little places in there that do not have the habit of participating in this movement. I'd like them to find their way back to being part of it, so that when I move in my days, I have more available movement around my hips and in my spine. More movement in the tissues and in the joints means less wear and tear. Stiff joints. Okay, we're going to switch sides. That was our 5 minutes. So put your feet back down. Now put the left foot on the right knee and bring your legs towards you again with one hand each on both thighs, or with your hands under the right thigh. Stiff joints have only so many ways that they can move, and that's what causes wear and tear prematurely, and that also causes pain. And we're wanting to keep the body as open as possible and also restore some movement in places that believe that they shouldn't move anymore or that they can't move anymore, often because of something that happened in the past. It's best to have your eyes closed so you can feel and not be distracted by all the things you see. And make it like meditation. Every time that you notice that your thinking has gone elsewhere, just come back and be curious about what you feel in your body. If your legs come a little closer to you spontaneously, then just pick up the slack and hold them where they've come now. If you then feel discomfort at this point, that's okay. It's not okay to have an intense pain or discomfort right at the beginning. That's more likely to mean that you're trying too hard. You won't be able to relax and open anything or soften anything. But after a few minutes, all the usual places that move have done their moving, and it's quite likely that you are then going into places that are not used to opening and moving. And they may have some tissue memory, some experience from the past that is the reason for the protection and the lack of movement. If your legs change position like this, then let them do that and just hold them where they went, especially if it increases any discomfort. Remember the deep breathing. That calms down the nervous system keeps you from perceiving a need for fight or flight response. Deep breaths keep you in the calm state of the nervous system. Feel between the hips again, where the tailbone is, and the internal pelvis. Imagine making more space for your bladder. So your bladder can easily expand and store urine. Okay, now let's untangle the legs. And this time we're going to sit cross-legged. And we're going to do one for the upper neck, the upper back. Your fingers are up into the upper trapezius muscles, the muscles that hold up your head just between your neck and shoulders. The muscles that are often tight and tender from having a forward head position. We're going to let the head go down, and the fingers are pressing into the muscles back there, preferably on your skin. I have started the timer already. If you can't put your fingers into your shirt, then do it through your clothes, but it's better to be on the skin. And then let your head hang. Check your body to see that you're sitting nice and upright from your sit bones to just about your shoulders, and only the head comes down with the neck. Tell these muscles thank you for working so hard all the time. Keep the head up, often without the benefit of the front muscles working as well because of the postures that we do things in. Let the back of your neck lengthen and open without doing any special effort other than to let your head hang. Just let your head hang and press your fingers into the muscles between your neck and your shoulders. Keep your attention in your neck. And under your fingers. If there's a little scooting going on under your fingers, go with that. And you can certainly reposition your fingers from time to time. If there's a little bit of movement in the torso or in the neck, you just allow that. And if you get a discomfort a few minutes into it like this, then that's okay. It's not okay if it started right at the beginning. But if it starts now, just go with it. And pay attention to it. Keeping your attention in the neck, on your deep breathing, and in the muscles under your fingers. Letting the weight of the world fall off your shoulders. Relax your face. Relax your eyes and your jaw. Okay. Well, that was quick. Until next time.